Hey, welcome back. I was on a flight back from Dhaka last month, jet-lagged and staring out at the endless dark, and I had this thought. We carry these supercomputers in our pockets, right? We take for granted that we can calculate the phase of the moon, the position of the stars, or the date of an eclipse with a tap. But I started wondering, when did that impulse begin? When did we first try to mechanically model the cosmos? The answer, it turns out, is far older and more astonishing than I ever imagined. And it was found at the bottom of the sea. I'm Ibnul J. Farabi, and this is the Curiosity Compendium. Today, we're diving deep into a story of sponge divers, ancient shipwrecks, and a corroded lump of bronze that would rewrite history, the Antikythera mechanism. What some call the world's first computer. Picture this. It's 1901, off the coast of a tiny, rugged Greek island called Antikythera. A group of sponge divers, seeking shelter from a storm, decide to explore the seabed. In the dim, blue-green light, one of them surfaces, sputtering, talking wildly about a heap of rotting corpses and horses on the seafloor. What they'd actually found were statues, beautiful marble and bronze figures from the classical world, part of a massive Roman-era shipwreck. But amidst the treasures, they recovered something less glamorous, a corroded, crumbling lump of bronze and wood, about the size of a large dictionary. It was so unassuming it sat in a crate in the back of the National Archaeological Museum in Athens for nearly a year before anyone took a proper look. And when a museum archaeologist finally cracked open that lump, he saw gears. Tiny, intricate, precision-cut bronze gears. This was a profound shock. The prevailing wisdom was that technology this complex simply didn't exist in the ancient world. The shipwreck dated to around 60 to 70 BC. Yet here was a device with more gears than any machine found for the next 1,000 years. It was an anomaly, a ghost in the archaeological record. For decades, it remained a baffling mystery. Scholars called it an astrolabe, or a planetarium, but no one could fully crack its code. It wasn't until the late 20th and early 21st centuries, with advanced imaging tools like X-ray tomography and 3D surface mapping, that the true genius of the device was revealed. What they discovered was breathtaking. The Antikythera mechanism was a hand-powered, geared calculator of celestial phenomena. It was a single device that could predict the positions of the sun and moon, the phases of the moon, eclipses, and even the movements of the 5 planets known to the Greeks: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. It modeled the irregular motions of the moon using a brilliant pin-and-slot gear system, a level of mechanical sophistication we wouldn't see again until the 14th century in Europe. Think about that for a second. This technological leap was so vast, it's as if we found a functional steam engine in Leonardo da Vinci's workshop. The front dial had a zodiac scale and a calendar scale, allowing you to turn a hand crank and see, for any given date, the exact arrangement of the heavens. The back had 2 spiral dials, one tracking the 19-year Metonic calendar cycle, used for timing religious festivals, and another predicting lunar and solar eclipses. But here's what really gets me, as an engineer. This wasn't magic. It was applied, rigorous science. The mathematics behind it, the cycles, the ratios, the gearing, are based on centuries of Babylonian astronomical observations fused with Greek geometrical theories. Someone, or some workshop, in the 2nd or 1st century BC, had the audacity to take this abstract, philosophical knowledge of the cosmos and literally build it. They encoded the universe's rhythms into a compact, portable machine of bronze. It was a user manual for the sky. And that leads us to the bigger, haunting question: who made it? We don't know. The mechanism itself bears no signature. But the inscriptions on its plates are in Koine Greek, and the calendar it uses points to Corinth or a Corinthian colony, like Syracuse. This has led some to a tantalizing possibility. The great inventor Archimedes lived in Syracuse in the 3rd century BC. Ancient texts describe him building planetariums, complex geared devices that showed the motions of the heavens. Could the Antikythera mechanism be a descendant of his designs, perhaps built by his school of thought a century after his death? It's a compelling theory, whether it was directly from his hand or not. It stands as a testament to a lineage of genius we've only glimpsed through the historical fog. This is where the story becomes personal for me. I grew up in Bangladesh, a land steeped in ancient history itself, but I came of age in the world of silicon and code. We're taught a very linear, progressive narrative of technology, from the abacus to the Enigma machine to the iPhone. The Antikythera mechanism shatters that narrative. It tells us that the spark of complex computational thinking, the desire to model reality with machinery, ignited independently, brilliantly, and then was lost. It's a humbling reminder that knowledge isn't a constant upward climb. It's fragile. It can be submerged, literally and figuratively, for 2,000 years. So what's the takeaway from this strange, beautiful object? For me, it's not just about celebrating ancient genius, though that's certainly part of it. It's about re-examining our assumptions of history. We often view the past as simpler, less sophisticated. The mechanism forces us to confront a different truth, that human curiosity and ingenuity have always operated at a breathtaking scale. The individuals who designed this weren't just philosophers or astronomers. They were mechanical engineers, master craftsmen, and programmers, using bronze instead of binary. They asked the same fundamental questions we ask today. How does this work? Can I build a model of it? Can I predict what comes next? That lump of corroded gears is a message in a bottle from a different path our civilization could have taken. It whispers that the distance between the ancient and the modern isn't as vast as we think. The same drive that led a Greek artisan to painstakingly cut a differential gear is what leads a team in California to etch a microprocessor. We are all, in our own ways, trying to build machines to understand our universe. Thank you for joining me for this deep dive into the first computer. If this story sparked your curiosity, I'd be so grateful if you'd share this episode with a friend. Tell them to look up the latest 3D models online. They're incredible. For more stories that reconnect the threads of science, history, and human wonder, make sure you're subscribed to the Curiosity Compendium from Light Not Studios. You can find more of our work and ways to support independent storytelling at lightnotstudios.com. I'm Ibnul J. Farabi. Until next time, stay curious.